Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. So, today's topic is going to be, it's one I did a while ago. Haven't listened to the video in years, so I'm going to touch on it again because it came up in the group coaching. It's called Trust the Body, Teach the Brain. We'll get to that in a minute. It's going to shoot outside in the last little bit of daylight. Of course, tractor boys out there. Don't know if you can hear that or not, but the leaf blower is humming in the distance. So, relax, breathe. Fill your lungs. Know that you're okay. Okay, so trust the body, teach the brain. Okay. I've had two experiences in the past 2 weeks. One, I was out in the garage moving some stuff around for my landlord, and a big metal stand, probably weighed, 12, 15 pounds, I don't know how much, but tipped over, landed right on my big toe of my left foot. Whack. And it was like an edge of the stand, right? And I yelped, and type of pain where you kind of feel a little queasy, a little sick to your stomach afterwards. And it hurt pretty bad. And I remember, the next day, I could feel my pulse in my big toe. Right? It was wild, right? And I could see the nail turning a little discolored, so I'm sure there was some internal bleeding underneath the toenail. And, so what did I do? Trusted the body, and I didn't worry about it. I said, wow, that sure sucked. And for 2 days it hurt. The next day I was still limping a lot. What was crazy was, halfway through the third day, I noticed it doesn't hurt me at all. It stopped hurting completely. Why? Because I trusted my body to heal. I knew I whacked it good, and I knew the body would take care of itself, as it always has through my entire life. The body knows how to heal. If you question that, just think back to being a kid. You fall, you skin your knee, you get that big scab over there, and it always takes care of itself. When I was a kid, I caught a hockey stick up here right on my eyebrow, split open. And yes, in that case, needed a couple stitches because it was split open pretty good. But that took care of itself. I've had teeth extracted over the years. When the tooth is pulled out, there's a big gaping hole in your mouth. Kind of gross, bloody. What happens? The body heals, right? Now, if I feel with my tongue where the tooth used to be, like a wisdom tooth, it's just gums. It grows back. It knows what to do. The second thing, which happened in the past 2 weeks, was I started experimenting with some sprinting. Kind of high-intensity sprinting. Do about 5 rounds, about 10, 12 seconds each time. Run as fast as I can. Now, I'll be candid with you. When I first got the idea, I saw it online. Very good thing to do for our overall health. I was nervous. I was like, wow, I haven't really run as fast as I can for a decade or two. I can't remember the last time I literally tried to run as fast as I could. And I got into it. And what happened yesterday morning, I was doing my last sprint out of a set of 5. And as I started running up the driveway, ow, ooh, felt like I pulled something in my hamstring. And that one caused me a little bit of a, ooh, what the heck? So I limped up the driveway, feeling it every step. And that was yesterday morning. So it's already feeling better. So what did I do? Trusting the body. Now here's the thing. I was telling my group coaching group, I don't really know whether or not that was a true muscle pull, muscle strain. It was a bit cold out, but it was my 5th run of that morning yesterday. Maybe I wasn't warmed up. Maybe I just overexerted. Maybe my muscles were cold because it was cold out. And maybe it was a true, legitimate pulled muscle, right? Possibly. Or it could have been an acute onset of TMS, perceived danger, pain. Maybe the brain just said, hey, dude, you're 58. What are you doing sprinting? And you're running up this steep driveway. What are you doing? And it gave me a little bit of pain to get me to stop. Could be that. Could be a real pulled muscle. Honestly, I have no way of really knowing. But here's what I'll tell you. My approach is the same regardless of what is actually going on. Trust the body. So if I did pull the muscle, I trust the body. It'll start to feel better in a couple of days. Day and a half later, it's already feeling a little bit better. Not completely, but a little bit better. So trust the body and teach the brain. What did I tell the brain? What were my instructions to the brain? Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. I don't have to be overprotective. I can still walk around. I can still do whatever I want to do. So I'm trusting the body in the case it was a true injury. And I'm teaching the brain that there's no reason to be concerned. And as a result, I can assure you that in whatever the normal healing time frame is for a legitimately pulled muscle, this thing's going to be feeling just fine. And I'll get back out and I'll start sprinting again. Why? Because the body heals and I'm not worried about it. So if anybody's out there going, but Dad, come on, you're 58, you shouldn't really start sprinting at that age. My answer is, why not? I'm not going to get in shape if I don't work my body. That's part of it. I also do a little bit of work with some, some free weights, barbells, right? Dumbbells, excuse me. I'm not worried. If I injure myself, I trust my body. And I'm not going to fuel any of these injuries and have them become persistent because I'm going to give them zero fear and as little attention as possible. I will notice the symptoms. I don't have to ignore the symptoms or the pain or the discomfort, but I certainly don't have to overreact to it and start telling myself stories of, oh no, what if it becomes chronic? What if my fear turns this injury into chronic pain because, oh no, because I know about TMS and I know how perceived danger, and what if my fear I don't need to do that. I know enough not to do that. And now you know enough not to do that. True injuries heal. Trust it. If it requires medical intervention, like a fracture, like a cut that needs stitches, car accident, whatever. If you got to be put back together, go to the doctors, the hospital, get put back together. But then you know what you do next? You trust the body. And you teach the brain to trust the body because we're okay. So it's a pretty simple concept here. I wanted to share those couple experiences with you as just very real, legitimate impacts to my body with the toe getting whacked, and it's already feeling great. I can still see some blood discoloring in the skin around the toenail. It doesn't hurt anymore. Why? Because my brain is not perceiving danger. It's trusting the body to heal. No danger. I have no pain. That's the way it works. And the hamstring pull or onset of TMS doesn't matter. Little to no concern, folks. Not feeding it any additional secondary fear, worrying about what'll happen if. Nothing. If it was an injury, it'll be healed soon. If it wasn't and it was TMS, it'll be gone soon because I'm not giving it fear or attention. End of story. It's pretty easy to see how this stuff works. So, going to wrap this one up. Trust the body, teach the brain. In that regard, if you're not sure if it was an injury or something else, inevitably, trusting the body, teaching the brain you're okay, It's going to give you a good result no matter what. Now, injuries. Don't convince yourself you injured yourself if 2 days after something happened, you started to feel pain. Right? A lot of people say, oh, I think I injured myself at the gym. I worked out yesterday. When did you feel the pain? It started the next day. That's not how injuries work, folks. Injuries hurt the instant they happen. Right? That's what I'm saying. The hamstring might have been an injury. I felt it instantly in every step thereafter. I felt the toe pain instantly the minute the stand fell on my toe. Injuries hurt immediately. If there's a delayed reaction between a workout or exercise and the onset of pain or the onset of significant pain, perceived danger is driving the boat. That's what's going on, because injuries hurt immediately. I can't remember a single injury in my life that it hurt much later. Sometimes injuries will still hurt a day or two or a week later or multiple weeks later, but it always hurts instantly. So don't convince yourself it's an injury if, some people will fall and they'll convince themselves that, oh no, oh no, oh no. 2 days later, the pain starts. Oh no. Had a guy I worked with. He was in a car accident. His neck pain started 2 weeks later. Wasn't an injury. Not at all. Would have hurt him immediately. So, trust the body, teach the brain. That's the way to deal with whatever's going on. So, love you all, and guess we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.